Let's get it started. So basically, I don't know if you guys seen, but KSI left the Sidemen, and KSI was one of my favorite YouTubers. So I thought it was really sweet. You know what I mean? I seen his video on it, and he was like, man, you know what I mean? I was at my grandmother's. Um, he said he was at his grandma's birthday, and basically he was like, man, I've been missing out on so much time with my family. I need to spend more time with my family. So I made the tough decision to leave the Sidemen, and I was like, you know what, man? This guy's been grinding. I've always had a lot of respect for KSI. Love him or hate him. He's a big influence in the YouTube scene. I mean, yo, just look back. Like, y'all remember YouTube boxing in 2017? Him and Joe Weller. That was the big fight that kind of kick-started the whole YouTube boxing scene. It's dead now, but like, had that situation not happened, would Jake Paul even be like one of the biggest boxers in the scene? Right? Who knows? But yeah, when I'm thinking about it, like, man, he has so much influence. The diss tracks. I mean, he wasn't the first person to do diss tracks, but his diss track with Rice Gum, going back and forth with the Sidemen. His original video actually saying where he would leave the Sidemen, very inspirational. Again, on that, you know what I mean? Like, anything this guy touches turns to gold. Even with Prime, I mean, I don't drink Prime personally, but like, no matter your thoughts on Prime, his influence, you know what I mean, and what he was able to do with that brand and with Logan Paul to make it as big as it is today, you can't hate on it. You know what I mean? What's another thing with the music? Like, man, do I listen to his music? No. I used to be a big KSI fan. I wouldn't force myself to listen to his music. I didn't really like it, but the fact that he was out there and doing it and really, you know what I mean, he was never afraid and he always pushed to do things. I always respected him, and that's him. He's a hard worker, man. Like, you could see, I remember seeing his glow up video, like, and he's not lies, you know what I mean? He tells his truth. So when I saw that video, I was like, you know what? I understand it. You know what I mean? This is a guy who, the Sidemen were already built. Like, KSI, Mini Mentor, Rotashaw, Vicstar, Josh, Toby, Ethan, right? I think I didn't say their full name. It's Tobe Jizzle, Zerka, and Bazinga. But yeah, so that's the group, right? Vicstar and Rotashaw were actually pretty big, up on the scene. Vicstar big up on my. I actually knew Vicstar before I knew any of the other guys. Rotashaw pretty big up on FIFA, but KSI was the biggest, and he was like, at one point he was like a top 5 biggest YouTuber on the platform. I remember watching a video of all the YouTubers at the 10 million subscriber plaque button, and that's when I first saw KSI. Obviously, I started to get into his stuff after the Sidemen beef because that really launched him to an even bigger fan base. But yeah, I always had respect. Man, that was my take on it. You know what I mean? I was like, this guy's a hard worker, and he put a lot of work into the Sidemen brand. Like, yes, you know what I mean? I'm not trying to discredit the other Sidemen guys, but you know what I mean? To get the Sidemen up on their feet, the other guys were made. You know what I mean? They already had their channels. They were already big YouTubers, but the Sidemen brand, I say that first push to like 10 million, a big credit goes to KSI and what he was able to do. You know what I mean? He was, again, like I said, a top 10 YouTuber in the world, and he put in a lot of work. You know what I mean? Not saying that the other guys didn't put any work too, but I'm saying that his name helped to get to the global scale that we know it to be today. So I was like, yeah, again, like I'll say, that I understood it. You know what I mean? He said that thing about his family. I look at his. So first things first, I go and I see a video, and it's like, I haven't really kept up with KSI. I'm not gonna lie, I don't really watch YouTubers or streamers or people who do content like KSI anymore. You know what I mean? I used to. I was a big fan. I used to watch all his Reddit videos. When he had that like real beef with his brother, all that stuff. I really kept up with him. But yeah, so I was looking, and he's making this YouTube short slop content. And here's the thing, I understand it. Everyone does it. But like, to say you're leaving the Sidemen and then to go make that type of content, it's like, all right, bro. Wait, did you leave the Sidemen because you want to spend time with your family? I hope so. But it looks like you just left the Sidemen to go grow your own brand. So go say that up front. Don't make it seem like you did this to, you know what I mean? I thought he was done. I thought he was taking a step back. That was my impression of the whole situation. That KSI, after seeing everything that happened, he was going to take a step back. Dude, I just want to make sure. Do I got to look? Oh my gosh, I've been like, okay, I just want you guys to know I'm looking at the camera, like I'm not looking at a screen. This is what my setup looks like. I'm looking at myself, not necessarily the camera. But yeah, so I was under the impression that KSI was doing this, but I looked at his content. It's a lot of YouTube shorts content similar to Mr. Beast, and it just seems like he wants to grow his own brand, which is understandable. Now, I was like, you know what? He made the decision. He did what is best for him, and his contributions to the Sidemen was definitely big. Because without him in the group, I still think they'd be big, but KSI was a big reason why that group was the biggest like YouTube group. I think it probably still is. I don't think that there's a group where Sidemen have like 20 million plus subscribers. Like that, they're the biggest YouTube group. They were I didn't even say that on KSI's influence. Obviously, that was the Sidemen group influence. I remember I used to watch a group called Too Hype. I was very into basketball. They kind of tried to remake that, and it was actually a scandal where they kicked two of the members. I'm just calling out the irony here. One of them was Los Polos. Actually, they kicked three. Yeah, it was. One of them was Los Polos, who is actually bigger than all of them now. Actually, Jester's pretty big, but I'd say Los is way bigger than Jester. I'm not gonna lie. I think I see Los all the time. TD Presents, who's grinding slowly. But you know what I mean? I still keep up. I watch his Madden videos. And then 50 Cal Mal, that's Cash and Nasty's boy. But yeah, they kicked three of the members and wanted to start their own channel. And a lot of the content was kind of Sidemen-esque, but with like a twist of basketball, if that makes sense, right? Funny how that group ended up going to shit after all the things that happened. Because all the support went to the people who they kicked from the group. For basically the people who got done dirty ended up getting all the love, and the people who did the people dirty, their careers ended up going flat, except for Jester. But Jester's not a bad guy. But I'm looking into it, and I'm just like, yo, what is, like, so I saw a video. I don't know, this is kind of just spur of the moment thing. I don't think I want to edit videos. I don't think I want to add in clips. So you can go look for yourself. Search up KSI Leaf Sidemen, and it will be one of the first clips. So his old boxing coach, Vidal, one of his friends, did an interview with him, and he's like, man, I wanna compete with Jimmy. Jimmy is Mr. Beast, and he's like, man, I want to compete with Jimmy. And he started with like, now I'm competing with Sidemen, and I got more views than them, and I'm gonna pass them in subscribers, and then I'm gonna go start competing with Speed, and then I'm gonna be bigger than Speed, and I'm gonna pass up all these people to the point where I'm just competing with me and Mr. Beast. What the fuck are you talking about, bro? Genuinely, those are bro, Mini Mentor, Simon. That's KSI's best friend, by the way, who's in the group. Why are you trying to down talk them? Why are you trying to make it seem like they're these little boys? You know what I mean? Like, yo, like, what the fuck? This guy's ego has been seen through him. This is something that I try to discern from KSI because he's such a hard worker, but he does have a really big ego. And I remember when he was getting up with it with the Logan Paul, when he was fighting Logan Paul, and I really respected him because he did a lot of talking, but he backed it down. You know what I mean? He backed it up with his actions. KSI would always talk, but he would always back it up. And where I saw the switch was when he went and lost to Tommy Fury. Now, you could say how that fight went. I think Tommy Fury won, but that fight was terrible, and Tommy Fury should be more embarrassed than KSI was because he's a professional boxer, and KSI isn't a professional boxer. The way that I'm looked at this, like, bro, dude, KSI lost, and he was such a sore loser. He was like, I didn't lose that fight, brother, dude. You got millions. Like, you got a complete empire in your hands, bro. Why you gotta be such a sore loser about this? And that's I think when the tides changed on KSI. I mean, public perception virtually doesn't matter, especially to someone of KSI's stature, right? It does not matter. Public perception, I promise you, does not matter to these people. Obviously it does for the brand, but like, I promise you, your hate comments don't get to KSI like if someone sent one person would send a hate comment to you. He's able to tune that out. But I'm just saying, man, like, yo, what I've seen this guy's ego, and then that's what I mean. You slowly see it creeping up. He does big with the Prime, and then y'all saw the Lunchley thing, and Dan TDM called him out on it, being like, bro, dude, you're just like, you ripped. He basically said like they were selling products just for the sake of making money and not actually helping their people, like helping their fans, or providing something with their fans. And it's funny because the whole Lunchley thing, Man, I think it would have been innovative for them to, you know what I mean, make something new with school lunches. But they just ripped off Lunchables and saw an opportunity, and they said, hey, we can throw a prime bottle in, and Mr. Beast was like, yo, let me throw my chocolate in, and we'll rip off Lunchables, and we'll do this. I'm not saying that I dislike KSI, Mr. Beast, or Logan Paul, but that's just the way that I see it. I got to keep it real. Got to keep it real. That's the way that I see it. Like, man, dude, but yeah, those comments that he made on the Sidemen really changed my perspective on this whole situation. I was like, bro, you're gonna come out here and try to. That's what I mean. I understand it. Those could be your thoughts. If you're gonna say, oh, I'm gonna pass up the Sidemen and I'm gonna go. Yeah, you can think that in your mind, but don't try to bring down a brand. And it's really backfiring on him. I don't think he realizes that the Sidemen were like his alliance with the Sidemen was kind of the last likable thing that he had going for him. I don't think people like KSI. Really, he only caters to the, you know what I mean, the kids, the YouTube short slop content, if I'm being real. Like, I looked at his content. Mind you, so the Sidemen had 24 million views, 24.7 million views, and KSI had like 24 million views. Sidemen only post 4 times a week. KSI posted Sidemen only post 4 videos in a month. They post every Sunday. KSI had I think he had 8 videos. So he was counting his YouTube shorts. But man, I saw a video where he was like, it was 20 plus 20 plus 20 plus 7, 6, 7. And he had all the YouTube short slot people in it. I'm like, bro, dude, I used to have so much respect for you. I think all of us did to an extent. You know what I mean? Just watching this guy growing up, it really just really irritated me that he would say that about his friends. You know what I mean? I get it. That's your competitive nature. But say that in private, brother, because there's the way that you said it makes it sound malicious. It makes you sound like a poser robot. You know what I mean? Not to call Mr. Beast a poser robot, but I don't give a fuck, man. Yo, Mr. Beast, I'm gonna keep it real. Mr. Beast has turned into a robot. He's not a robot, but the way that he runs his life, he's the most successful YouTuber ever. I mean, he's passed every YouTuber, right? I remember me and my friend actually used to watch, this is a whole nother video, but me and my friend used to watch Mr. Beast. When he was at 27,000 subscribers, my friend watched him, and he was like, yo, turn on Mr. Beast, and we would watch Mr. Beast, and just so you guys know, I'm not lying, we used to watch, this might have been later, but we used to watch something called, it was him flaming bad intros, or YouTube's worst intros or something, where he would these little kids would have their really stupid intros and he would flame the fuck out of them. Remember the Asian sticker? I remember his whole come up. He had a couple million. He was counting, he doing those videos counting or saying people's names on repeat. But if you watch Mr. Beast now, from where he used to be to where he is now, he's super successful, but he's low-key a robot. You know what I mean? That whole Chris Tyson situation, I have nothing against people of, you know what I mean, the LGBTQ or anything, but you could tell Mr. Beast didn't want that guy around. I watched Mr. Beast. You could tell his character. He did not want Chris around, but he knew that cutting out Chris would have a lot of backlash. So when Chris got caught doing what he was doing, he was so happy. He was so happy. You know what I mean? And that, I guess these are all my thoughts go all the place. But yeah, back to KSI. I just think that the way that he was talking in that video with Vidal seemed like he was talking like a robot, and I just think bro, what are you doing, man? These guys are that's his best friend, by the way. Mini Minter Simon is KSI's, and he didn't even tell them, bro. These are your people who you're in this business with all of them. You didn't tell them. He didn't tell them. He just posted the video. You know what I mean? This is a business at the end of the day. He didn't tell these people, yo, dude, Simon's your best friend. I seen, they all kind of seemed a little pissed off about it, because I think, had he gone to them, that's what I mean, he didn't do it like a man, you know what I mean? Bro, dude, these are not only your friends, but your best friends in the group. You don't go out and tell them, hey, I think I'm gonna depart from the group, you know what I mean? I want to grow my own brand, and I also want more time to myself. It's terrible, and I don't know what he's doing. Funny enough, you said he was getting more views. I actually saw that Mini Minter had more views. I'd like to wonder what the dynamics of Mini Minter and KSI's relationship is, because I'm gonna keep it real. you gotta question what the hell is going on between those two. Like, genuinely, what is going on between those two? Because, like, yo, if that's what I mean. If I'm doing something with my friend, we had like a business. My best friend, by the way, and he didn't tell me, and then he's out here like trying to down talk on me. It's crazy. I also wonder what KSI stake, because they split it 7 ways. The company is split 7 ways. So I don't know if KSI is gonna keep making money off the Sideman videos, or if he just completely cut his shares. My guess is he probably keeps his cut. He's probably still keeps his cut, but if he didn't, I think people would have a lot more respect for him. If he didn't, obviously it doesn't matter about respect. You know what I mean? You want to get your money, but he already has Prime. He has his own channel. He has his own channel. He's gonna be bigger than Mr. Beast, right? He's competing with Mr. Beast. He's bigger than the Sideman. He doesn't need it. I don't know, man. It just sucks to like see. Y'all ever hear that quote where it's like, see yourself, something about long enough to be the villain. I think it was in Batman or something. Like, it sucks to see someone who you looked up to a lot just completely sell out and be a robot. That's my complete thoughts. You know what I mean? I'm gonna post this on YouTube with no intention of getting big, and that's what I mean. That's why I said what I said, because if I had intentions to, you know what I mean, make it on YouTube, I just want to say my thoughts. I thought it'd be really cool to just go on here, one take, no edits. If you guys want to do your own research on the topic, obviously go take a look on TikTok, YouTube, Instagram. You'll see clips everywhere, kind of breaking down the situation. I think the Sidemen, I'm filming this on Saturday night, so Sidemen Sunday should be out next week. They'll probably have something to say about it, maybe even because I know they film their videos in advance, so my guess is they probably have something. That's fucked though. Imagine like, I don't even know. It's just, it sucks to see someone that you looked up to so much just completely just go to the dark side. That's something I always respected about KSI, was that, you know what I mean, his content. Yeah, he did a lot of reaction content. He did a lot of his own subreddit videos. He did a lot of like Make Me Live videos, but like, he always just seemed like a genuine dude. And that's something that I always respected about KSI. But it seems like he's kind of just gone full in on this robot thing. Because again, picture that. You're a top 10 YouTuber at the time. Rapid growth. I mean, go to his KSI music channel, because that was his biggest channel. And then he ended up making a second one called KSI GLBT, and then changed it just to KSI. But like, KSI was massive. And that's what I mean. He took a step back. And that's what I mean. If you put as much time as he did from that time till now, would he be as big as Mr. Beast? I don't think so, but he might have 50 million subscribers. He did help push Simon at the end of the day, but yeah, man, it sucks to see. And honestly, that's just my take on the whole situation. One take, and hope you guys enjoyed the me talking.